I'm back with bad decisions. Let us continue. Okay. Well, you gotta choose another poem again. Easy enough, right? Okay. Easy enough. Okay. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. You're practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. Eh, I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because! It's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your actions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting in the desk in the corner room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I have my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course! Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. You say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Spartan, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Spartan. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. Oh, hey, Next. How's it going? Just noticed the host. Hi. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just having a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that you might be the thing on... saying the thing on her mind is you, Spartan. Me? I wonder did he come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anyone else, you know? Eh? You've been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's is always like that. He's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Spartan. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. Sorry, what do I do? Sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to the conclusion, so you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, to have fun with everyone else. That's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up at my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. Also, I don't recognize the song. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only concern of those who will willingly share that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'll be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Spartan, the word is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that might be something behind it after all? Nina Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too. And I feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. We don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri-san looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, and someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. Not nearly as sophisticated as you. Ah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the clubroom. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, we went bottom up last time, let's go top down. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe... It's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. Making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Spartan. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. She's jealous of all the other girls and is getting a little bit depressed about it. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Hey, how's it going? That one derpy artist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a bit early today. Sorry? So Monica wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out the classroom, humming to herself. Alright, Natsuki, what do you have to say? I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I get my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep-sounding to express something. It's going good. Which waifu did I choose? Unconsciously Yuri. It's going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Or what are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of... this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. So I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you! Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. So far, that's 2 for 2 for not showing me what their poems were. Spartan, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. I've just been choosing random things based on the thing, according to what I thought would be interesting, and it just ended up coinciding with your interests. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling... I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Spartan, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Music slows down. Did you know what? Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you would just make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. We're deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Spartan. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. You're just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Spartan. I speak too slowly, I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you're always treating me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I say I'd have had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. I need some water. Okay. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you even heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding. I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. That is pretty obvious that it is essentially love. And it's her with the main character, with the MC of the visual novel. Finishing the poem, I hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. Yeah, it wasn't. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I feel a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. Once again, I try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Alright, Monica. Hi, Spartan. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. The style has gotten sort of fine, Spartan. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. I'm not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's completely accidental. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the clubroom every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she always has a hard time socializing. It just makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. They're really just kicking up foreshadowing, whether it's red herrings or not, who knows, but I know shit goes down in the end. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. I'm bad at these types of hidden meanings, but it has something to do with essentially a superior force, I think. I mean, the one who knows everything is kind of obvious. There's some, like an omnipresent force, right? Omniscient. That's what they know everything, right? You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response of something you put so much into. But if we find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, okay, or bad, I want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You did your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck should you go anyway? I thought she just went to pee. I double-clicked space. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Well, that time's to not go home with her. You picked a time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? A curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What'd she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... But what'd she say? Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can... Guys? Can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, it's not it at all. I'm the most talented person here, you know? And Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. It'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Spartan. I don't think I'm breathing in enough. I think I've just been talking and haven't been breathing in enough, because I feel slightly dizzy. Drinking water is probably a good idea too. The one who is truly useless? Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle, but it would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. That's... As Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members, I wonder if they're going to respond to a suggestion like that. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned you would like to handle baking on your own. Spartan may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore, you may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're just making excuses for Spartan to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? Come on, guys. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Spartan to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I'm just saying though. Jeez. You just settled this already? Yeah. Spartan, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Ah, of course. Huh. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. Oh, this is a tough one. I'll be consistent, I guess. Well, probably most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I'm just saying. So are we helping Yuri then, Spartan? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said it would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is everything that we needed? Is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Spartan? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Spartan picked me. And also, the cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will ever compare to that, so... I get it. Kinda surprised though. But why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. Sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Manaka and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. I think I got called. Give me 1 second. Must have just been my imagination. Okay. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell what she tried to say. That she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm having trouble reading now, why? No. Kinda appreciated it. Sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. Better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. And I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'll prefer going to your house. Alright, I guess that saves on some artistic costs. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided to not press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Spartan. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's able to come with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. You're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. Looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I made my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside the school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often, we've simply made it a habit of entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Spartan. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. He also recognizes the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you'd come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how'd you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Spartan. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? Getting punished for being so selfish. That's why the world decided to have you come over today. Just wants to torture me. That's dark. Sayori. You grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Spartan. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Spartan? I guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Oh yeah, the depression was, called. Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I am in shock. Can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Spartan. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. Oh, that's sad. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you met friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. It couldn't be any more clear that it is... What is it? Is it jealousy or envy? I can never remember which one is which, but she is in love with you, you dumbass. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Spartan. It's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, once again I grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Spartan. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Spartan. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Spartan. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have to call yourself selfish, then let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. Don't understand any of my feelings, Spartan. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But her hugs are so warm. And that's really scary, too. Sayori let me go. As she does so, I let go of her I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How'd you like for me to spend it all with you? Yeah. It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'll be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. See you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could have always texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? You asked me to buy stuff? At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it out before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. It would be really embarrassing for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts down both her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I finished on shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? It's a jasmine essential oil. It smells sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. That gives me a very bad feeling. You feel warmer, your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that'll be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. You won't be using the paper for folding origami. What you'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut out pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. And we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. I feel like I did that in elementary school. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside, if I'm getting the idea. Sort of like a chain of paper. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something she enjoys. Here's a marker, Spartan. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? You promise you won't be weirded out? Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe? Knives, huh? Well, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kinda suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where'd you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Spartan! Why'd you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. I would have immediately done that. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Okay. I can feel her tongue curl around my finger. What, we're reading an eroge now? Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Ah. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. Shouldn't that be I'll do it anyway? I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Spartan, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me and smiles like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. It's so weird, Spartan. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Ah, I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume each other's respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thing coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. Be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so... Let's mix the paint. She probably looked in the drawer, didn't she? Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought you would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint gradient across the banner, starting with colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. That's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. I'm sorry. I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Oh, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah, something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri holds on to my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. Feels really nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. An intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the adjacent oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Maybe because you're hotboxing aromatherapy drugs in my room. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent to ignore the event that just inspired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty and very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't it take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you're at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. We need to start making dinner soon. Ah. So, you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she really gets the opportunity to spend some time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you for having me today. It's been an hour. Feels much longer than that. Too much talking. Perhaps the fact that I don't have the best time breathing. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kinda say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as you wanted, because we can do this again. Whatever you want. You can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out too much. As I stumble under my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Spartan. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kinda like that about you. Too close! How am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get the chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Hi, Spartan. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Spartan. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. Sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? It's too bad. I'm sorry. We'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. How close you got to her. It makes me really happy. You made such good friends. It's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Spartan? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Spartan. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Thinking about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Spartan. Really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me, Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself, Spartan. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand on Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need. I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Why is there no right answer? Fuck. Yeah, there's no right answer to this question. So I will be consistent. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult things right now, but please trust me that I know what's best, and that it will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing. You're also right, I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Spartan. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all, so... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Crying. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having much more trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. Huh. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going up to her house to wake her up, but I've decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Spartan, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought Yuri would be here by now. Monika's placing booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we are performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days like this, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I saw what Sayori told me yesterday. Something I feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her, and also something about Monika being right. I only said that because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Spartan. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday, and how would you know that? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange. Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That really makes me seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monika is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Also, no music. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Okay, I'm not going to read all this. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Okay. What is this? I mean, this poem, I'd get a pit in my stomach. Spartan? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I have a feeling this is a dark turn, isn't it? Well, I should have I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. Dry throat. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or at least help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. It's all she needs. It's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She is a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? Is that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really don't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori... She's hanging in there! Oh yeah, I could see this. Interesting. An exception has occurred. See trace back TXT for details. Where did I put this? Here, we can view this real quick and listen to the off-key music while I look for the files, because I can't even remember where I put it. Is it in here? No? Let's see. Properties. Where are you? Local files. Browse local files. Alright. Traceback.txt. I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred. You know what? Let's see. I should be able to put this on stream. Add. Should be able to add. Where is it? Not display capture, window capture. I'll just call it TXT because TXTs. Yeah, traceback.txt. There we go. So let's see. Server learning game code, file, renp start. Don't know what that means. Restart. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a second, I probably fixed this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, there goes nothing. So it's probably this part down here. So I would guess it would probably go from bottom to top, right? Okay. So I'll close the TXT file because I'm probably going to show up more stuff again. So we... Okay. Dot. Also the file. Give me 1 second. What's renp? Game script. These are all Python script, aren't they? I wonder, can I open it with Notepad? It just says VC version 2187 for one of them that I clicked on. There's probably a bunch of these. Don't know what they do. Oh yeah. Okay. Let us continue with the psychological horror part of this game, shall we? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. More than likely, if I did say that I loved her, she would probably think that I would be lying and do the same exact thing. Almost certain of that. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My thoughts keep me from telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship. And I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 End. Oh, that's fun. Huh. I wonder what this option does. We still have load game, so let's select corrupted. Look, listen to this music, it's great. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see making yourself today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she'd oversleep and more frequently I get tired of waking up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I must be better off running away. However, I just sigh and I don't for the crosswalk to let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually worse, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I always walk to school alone. And she's gone. Permanently. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting on with the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most would probably be way too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Spartan? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. Well, how did you show up out of a weird portal of glitches? We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Well, I'm just looking for some supplies for my club. You know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. I wonder if that file changed. I still got Trace back, right? Doesn't look like it changed. Just give me 1 second. I want to sift through the things here. The events. Yeah, it's pretty interesting how they make a fake making a fake arrow file like this. I like that. I am a software engineer professionally. Not a good one, but I am one. What's log.txt? Is it like an actual log? Sort of, maybe. But there's a log, or a log file that exists. Whatever. It's a bunch of random gobbledygook here in these text files. There's a readme? I never looked at this readme. Open with Google Chrome. Nice. They even give you information on how to truly restart your game. Okay, let's continue with this good stuff. How many members do you have so far? When she says the number, it's going to glitch again. It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us. I was wrong. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Spartan. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but you could at the very least visit my club. It would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Spartan, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Okay. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Eh? Whoa. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Spartan. All words escape me from this situation. I mean, that negative thing was pretty creepy. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Spartan in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica. Did I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget, but I just happened to run into him. Make cupcakes? In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Spartan? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sits across the room from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but it'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, like glitching everything. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Spartan, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I quickly mark to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with a finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I have a feeling that when we're going to be writing poems, all the choices that would originally be for Sayori were going to be glitched out and unchoosable. She seems so reserved and timid that the moment I walked in, it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to really throw you for a loop? You mean like a literal loop or metaphorical loop? Because this is a literal loop we're going through right now. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something that I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if it makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Well, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Luckily you're working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Can you get that back? Fine. Natsuki, you writing your own poems? Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you ship them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing a level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. He also in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start by finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President after all. Wasn't it Sayori who decided to chime in and say that's a great idea and convince everyone? I think that's what happened. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now we have a new member. It seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Spartan? Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah? What's that? Now that we reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Spartan. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? You really mean that, Spartan? Yeah. Would be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left her after all this, I'd be super pissed. Spartan, I'm so happy. You've become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? You're not doing I don't know who it is, but this game isn't doing a great job of making me want to join this literature club. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. And remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Trying to look forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety wailing up in me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I guess I'll need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would I like to read it? Oh boy. This is not going to be good. A dream. I was sitting over at a friend's place, there were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. My eyes looked like it's typed down typewriter. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. There was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on TV, so the laughing was not part of the dream. It was a noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell the joke at that moment. Freaky. Oh no, is it just missing? Is it missing all of her options? I guess I can always try to deliberately choose her, but I think I'll just go with what works in the moment for me, like usual. This one's looking a bit more even, isn't it? Seemed pretty even, but I'm pretty sure it's still gearing towards Yuri, like usual. Hi again, Spartan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thank you for keeping your promise, Spartan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive Did the music speed up slightly? Or just raise in pitch like a half step? Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. He doesn't deserve any... Like he doesn't deserve any slack. He already had to be dragged in here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come in here and hang out or what, but if you take us seriously, then you won't see the end. You don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. And she's in front of the goddamn... Certainly have a big muscle because you make a collection in the club room. Natsuki finds himself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Sorry, Spartan. I'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway. Is it just my imagination? I think the background is slightly tilted to the... Well, it would be... Yeah, tilted slightly this way. Gotta love those Dutch angles to inspire anxiety, right? Good old film tricks. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like I said, I'm in this club now. It only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. But wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So, even though I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. He reaches through her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. Music fixed itself. I enthusiastically take the book. Yeah. The room is still tilted, though. That didn't get fixed. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. And there you go. Better. Now that everyone's settled, I expect Monica to kiss out and schedule activities with the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for its chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I feel like I'd be distracting her from reading. Catch glimpse of the cover of her book. It's like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She seeks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. Makes her face hide deeper in the book. More than likely, if I chose Natsuki, I'd probably see something different, but it looks like it's half repetitive. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I admire this, made me uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was focused and I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place, but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I shopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. It seems like very obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once I start picking it up, I have a hard time putting it down. I'm seeing how quickly I can read this. I'm a very slow reader normally, or at least not a fast reader. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I like the cover of the book. It's titled Portrait of Makarov. There's an ominous eye-looking symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious guy that's turned into a human experiment prison. And the people That's different! And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. The facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixating them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kinda dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, but that dark turn came from nowhere. Well, it kind of started off dark and ended dark in this version of the game so far. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Spartan? No, it's not that. I mean, I definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind of challenge you look like from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. So I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like boasting and writing fill my thoughts, I really wanted to see that. Can I look at the history? Darn it, I wanted to read that. Okay. Don't forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading and trying to scare the crap out of whoever's playing the game. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, you might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. Woo. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Just let me get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I sat into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Just tell me if I end up distracting or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. Hey, Zincro, how's it going? I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my own book instead. Sorry. I want to read that. Yuri, really do apologize. How long have I been playing? Yuri, really do apologize a lot, don't you? I do? You don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... This should work, right? I slam my desk until it's up against yours and I hold my book more between the two of them. Shout out to Lim00. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold open the book. I guess that makes things a little difficult to turn the page. Here. Waiting for the glitch to happen, Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between the thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides under her thumb after he splits to the side. But holding like this, we're held even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. You ready? Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? Can I say hey to Luke? Hello, Luke. How's it going? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Yeah? I'll just call you Limbo. How's it going, Limbo? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Call you Luke. I am very bad at remembering names. So sorry, because I will very often forget, but I'll try to remember your name, Luke. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as to feel a heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. I suddenly feel as though all the joy has been torn from my body and replaced with screaming terror. Alright, don't push yourself. Am I recording for my YouTube channel? Yeah, it does go. It goes onto the YouTube channel. It's just pretty more of an archive than anything, but yeah. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Spartan? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I'm just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing poems with each other? The bot doesn't work. I never set it up again. Sorry. My apologies. I am very sorry. Kappas are always encouraged though, so feel free. My typing is bad. I close the window. Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figure we get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Alright, Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me! It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. It's the same poem as before. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Depressing in the end. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. It's like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Is this game available on Steam? Yes, it is. It is free to play. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but they may fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess I went more into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Game looks nice. Yeah, they did a good job with the art. Also, wasn't it? I'm 90% sure it's American made too. They did it for the satire. Hey Spartan, having a good time so far? No. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Want to watch Steins Gate but you don't know the right order? Can I help you out? There's only 2 animes. There's the original one, and then Steins Gate 0, which takes place between episodes 20, which takes place in an alternate version of 23, episode 23. Watch the first series, then watch 0. Or you can just play both the visual novels, because I think they're both on Steam. You saw so many with similar names? Well, there's Steins Gate. Watch that entire thing, the regular series. Watch Steins Gate episode, it's like episode 23 beta, I believe they call it. It's some Greek symbol. And then that leads into Steins Gate 0. That's the way you watch it. Very good anime. Still recommend it. And 0 still is going pretty good. Do I know the Fate order? 0, then everything else. And then there's Fate Clyde Liner, which is a spin-off. But it's basically 0, then everything else. Because I'll be much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Spartan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? That's the sort of barrier we'll have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. Great job, Spartan. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean it like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression she's just totally given up on people. That's new info. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's so used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social attention, so don't blame her for coming along a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for time alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. Still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I'll just go get my poem now. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? 1 second. You need to take care of something? It'll take about a minute. I think that was about a minute, right? Anyway, so, do you want to read my poem now? Yeah, I guess I do. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. He wasn't looking at me confused or frantically, glanced at my surroundings. My burned eyes no longer see color. Those in this room, are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? Where am I from? Michigan. Around Detroit. Like, a suburb of Detroit. Don't worry. Not in downtown or anything. The dangerous part. Others in them, are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks in my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. It's right there. Swallow my fears. I brandish my pen. Oh, you're from Germany? Oh, nice. Hole in the wall. Yeah, I can already see the relations to this with what's actually happening. Are the people in this room just flat sheets of paper? Like Sayori. Eyes gone through, yeah. I don't know much about Germany right now. I'm very bad at current events. And you know, anime what I would recommend this season? Attack on Titan Season 3 just started. It started off pretty good too. But I don't keep up to date too much with a lot of newer anime. There's Overlord Season 3. That just started too. But aside from that, I don't know much. I watch what I want, but with work and streaming, I don't always have a ton of time. Life gets in the way a lot. That's what I think. It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Where do I work? I work at this one tech place that deals with all the automotive companies around Detroit. As a software developer. Or software engineer, technically, is my title. Nah, it's okay. Now, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems are putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When from that loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. After everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway. Did I ever think of doing entrepreneurship? I am not a very good business owner. I don't think I'd make a very good owner of a business, honestly. Maybe it's like, if I could somehow, like, just sell things, like sell, like, software, like games or something. Because game development was the original dream job, but I never dug too far into it. I just dug into regular software development. But I think I will continue slowly developing my skills with coding. Transfer that into video game development one day. But right now, I'm focusing on getting settled in work, getting projects done, that sort of thing. It all works out in the end. It's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're running a problem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just first to get something down on paper, tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep a pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, let's show it to Yuri because she's the last one here. Is that a blind gameplay? Do I already know about that game? If you're referring to this game, I only know that everything gets absolutely fucked up towards the end. But other than that, I don't know much. I'm pretty good at staying away from spoilers. I'll have you know. But yeah, like, the game was essentially a meme for a while. You couldn't escape spoilers if you never played the game, but I don't know everything that happens in the game. I only know a few of the memes that got spread around. And that everything gets fucked up. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Well, you'll just say your coding skills are going to be crucial at some point. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth but ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? And yeah, I already know digging into the files, you see some interesting stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I'm aware that something interesting is going to happen there. Otherwise, they wouldn't point me to that traceback.txt file. They want you to open up the thing here. Oh yeah, I found the character folder. Nice. Which now makes me wonder, what if you copied a file and pasted it after they deleted the thing, but who knows. No idea what you're talking about? Of course. No spoilers. What kind of writing skills do you have? Use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Oh, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really? Huh? Yuri sees me blink and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. Just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. And the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if the demeanor totally changes. It's been a while since we've seen a glitch, hasn't it? Although I'm probably going to jinx it. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice. And learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That's going to be a little biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I'm pretty sure this is it. Let's see. Yeah. The poem makes sense with a bit more of context now. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. You know what? I'm wondering something. I'm going to... I need to figure out how to mess with this. There we go. Ooh. I decided to open one of the character files in Notepad. It's pretty not readable. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Spartan. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, time to sleep. Good night, Luke. I'll see you later. Hang on. to find a vacuum. Yeah. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Spartan. Me too. I guess it's everyone. I glance around the room. I was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Yeah? Am I trying that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Spartan did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Spartan liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Spartan appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours, huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I'd totally go my way to make everything overly cutesy. But you know what? I was the one who made my whose boobs ran to the size bigger as soon as Spartan started showing up. Natsuki? That is a different wording. A lot more direct. That's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really... Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch. Edgy? Sorry, that lifestyle is too much for my someone to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate from middle school, you know? You don't prove anything, stop impressing with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? Why is she fading away? The only cute thing is how hard you try. Well, be careful. Oh, it's whoever's in the background. Well, be careful who you might cut off on that. You might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did they just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Ooh. Didn't expect to see language go that vulgar. Yeah, go on. Let Spartan hear everything you really think. I'm sure we'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri towards me as if she just knows I was standing here. Spartan? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Everybody's wrong! Yuri, I'm choosing... Hi! Hey Spartan? Why don't we step outside for a bit? Okay? Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once we're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I also sure I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Spartan, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. You know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Spartan. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. What a good way to just make it go over. I kind of want to deliberately choose her stuff. There we go. Her stuff. But I'll probably just go with whatever feels right. Let's go with everything that is depressing. Agonizing misery. Broken. Misfortune. Disarray. Dark daydream. Anger. Tragedy. Vivid. Unending. Anxiety. In a graveyard. Boop. Frightening. Eternity. Sadness. Cry. Depression. Clumsy. I wonder what that was supposed to be. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over these past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Spartan. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or Yuri's expression. What expression? But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to a corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. Something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. It's not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I already know you didn't mean it. Spartan, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a bit brighter around with you, and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you just do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I'm always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys aren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, it must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You'd play something for us sometime. Monica looks to me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Playing Doki Doki? Yes, I am. Second round, right? I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, haven't even played it? Well, it's entertaining so far. Don't lay down, Spartan. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. Not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Spartan? Since your comments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if we could spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? I don't remember her smiling in the other thing, honestly. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but you need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the... This is what I need in life. Monica with Matt's voice thanks to heavens. Heh. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's anything that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf with the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also pitches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. Water. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Is it okay if I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. I won't take long. The pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. He was filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Bad idea. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha ha ha! What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Shh. A sharp inhale, like someone sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh boy, she's actually cutting herself. Oh boy! Ooh! Just back it up. Just back it up. I'm back! Thanks for waiting patiently. Spartan, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course! I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even though I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In any case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yet, Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit thinking, and decided I'll try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Spartan. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Spartan, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, why's that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. And I'll take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides a little closer until his shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri is always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't actually touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay, I won't take any. Yeah, are you sure? Well, if I touch it, I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take the chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, hold to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. And that means I can't stop here. But I apprehensively place the chocolate inside her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Spartan? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Spartan? Yuri suddenly forcibly grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Oh boy. Spartan. My heart will start. Oh boy. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Spartan? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? Oh boy, heartbeat. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Can't make it stop. No, those are some crazy eyes. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Are those hyper-realistic eyes? Those are hyper-realistic eyes. Oh, hi. um, it's time to share poems. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate that. Okay. Hmm. I liked your last one better. Eh? Really? Well, yeah, I could tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I never thought to expect anything from anybody, so it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Amy likes spiders, right? This looks like the same exact thing. Eh. Who knows, maybe Amy is a metaphor for Yuri. It's supposed to refer to her. I don't know. Not bad, right? It's a bit longer than yesterday's. Yours was way too short. I just was just warming up. I didn't think I was the best I could do. Oh, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree the subject of a poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid of if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? It makes them happy. I think people need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Oh yeah, it could also be with her in manga, such as two girls of this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. That's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever, we're done sharing, so you can leave now. I kind of don't want to share it with Yuri, but I gotta. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it, Spartan? This one might be even better than yesterday's. How'd you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques with practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Her hands appear sweaty. There's vomit on her sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Spartan. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Spartan? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Please conceal your emotions. This is a new one. Alright, gotta read it then. Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy skates. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time. Devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes? Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving existence to God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears in a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of fully. It's like freaking what is it? I forget what it's called. One level of abstraction farther for each unit of whatever it's called. Can't remember. It's like, what is it called? what is it called? It's called the Queel theory. That's it. Cuil. Look it up if you haven't. It's beautiful. All right, where was I? A bold head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bold head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing god, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Interesting. It doesn't really matter what it's about. Remi's been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is the pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. You're freaking out. I'm okay. Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Okay, then. Spartan, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. Oh boy. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, want to read my poem now? I like the way it's turned out, so I hope you do too. I'm pretty sure this is different. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flexion, spin, piercing, red, green, blue, and cacophony. Meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. King, switching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a knife in a breathing rib cage. This is meaningless. Delete her. Delete. Oh, that's fun. More glitches. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Abort. Abort. And that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You unlocked the special poem. Would I like to read it? I guess I have to. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and she liked him even more. One day the girl realized she was in love with him. Before a disaster could happen, a third party intervened with their programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Sayori. Okay. Oh, that's the mouse. Nice. It's Sayori's face. Let's line that up nice and there we go. Good to look at. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Oh, it's gone. There's something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry too much. I'm going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little lively ever since Spartan joined. We've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. The festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members, anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More rules will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at this the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? Inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. That's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Spartan? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Spartan to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Spartan joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. Spartan isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're the only one who's interested in finding new members. Oh boy. This can't be good. The rest of us are just fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our options for once. Monika's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Spartan want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I'd probably be lying. Still, it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why I think everyone here saw it the same way as I did. But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Spartan, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monika sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many places like that for me. And now Monika just wants to take it away from me. Not taking anything away. No, Spartan. I accidentally skipped that on accident. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction he wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. Kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Oh boy. Okay, that was actually really funny. You can't unsee that. Sucks, James. Yeah, this game's getting good. What about you, Spartan? What do you want me to get out of this? Want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an indecent answer is better than nothing. Composing myself under this is not going to be easy. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think that's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. Her eyes bleeding still. her eyes still bleeding. I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we could talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri, eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that you're still a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for the day. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Spartan? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Spartan before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Spartan, I want to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I'm not. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. Stop that! You're making the background fuzzy. I can see it. I feel like I'm kind of responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. And sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time we've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. Breaking the fourth wall. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things that I only know you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No! Stop it! The game beckons. Okay. Time to choose... whatever I want. I'm going to continue deliberately choose everything for Yuri, so... Suicide. Darn. Good number. 1. I'm guessing that's the number of choices in ones. I wonder. Ooh! I like this. I like this choice. That was a good choice. Got very quiet beeping or buzzing. Good shit. Oh boy. She's looking overly happy again. Hi Spartan. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. She really late again. And consider her as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Does you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? I see, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just feel I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Spartan just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right, I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, we understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So, as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga! Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I need to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. More importantly, I would hate to see the event just suck because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know, so I'm gonna help too. And we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Ah! Yeah, that's wonderful. What would you say without you, Natsuki? Anyways, Farn, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Spartan is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad that I've gotten into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Crazy eyes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. I have one too. Can we stop? Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the counter with the filter inside. I'm getting deja vu, huh? Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also brushes the electric kettle. I'm going to plug this to the teacher's desk and go get some water. She walks past me and gets the kettle at the teacher's desk. I watch her move. Surprised the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. She's really long legs here because I am methodical. Okay, and they have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hears out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Yeah, this is the same exact shit happening. 10 minutes pass. Yuri says it won't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. And she's gonna be cutting herself again. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be the nearest water fountain. Start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone sucking air through the teeth. Are they in pain? I reach for peer around it. Yuri? Yeah. Back it up. Just back it up. Back it up again. Yep. Yeah. There we go. Hi. Wait. How did I? Sorry, I just had really weird deja vu. Same here. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it really hasn't been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least, that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So, I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, eventually I stopped trying to talk to people. Nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me. And it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. Every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. It's like it's going to rip out of my chest. Are we going to see those hyper-realistic eyes again? It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Spartan? Is it just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? Yes. She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently I feel like something sharp. I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Those eyes make me say yes. Please tell me I'm not. You definitely are. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally we're alone. Can we stay here for just a little while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Is that supposed to be your breathing? Just the two of us. The hyper-realistic eyes again. We could stay here until the club ends. And we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody interfere with our reading time. Nope. Am I seeing something in the background? Is that, Sayori? I think that's Sayori in the background. Either that or it's Monica. I feel like stabbing myself in the throat. It's Monica, I think. Yeah, long hair, Monica. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I could show you my collection. Yeah, Monica's like, she's obviously looking into it. I've gotten them from all various artisans. I make sure to give them all a fair share of use. I love seeing like the hyper-realistic eyes. It's so weird. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely, not even inanimate objects. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy that you joined the literature club, Spartan. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore, because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know that? Let's quit the literature club. Every space she gets more and more solid. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school, and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate, that we could meet each other, and now we get the happy ending that I've impatiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Spartan? It even shows the gibberish. Okay, Natsuki. Meh. I guess we haven't really learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. This is clearly Yuri's influence. I didn't realize you were so impressionable, spending all this time with her in the club. Now trying to write like her. This is stupid. At least Monica appreciates my writing. Ugh. Okay, I guess I'm willing to share my poem with you now. I really hate that I have to do this. Unfortunately, I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. Oh god, it's an actual message. Did the song skip a note? I don't know how to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. We've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been kind and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it. I'm so mad at her right now, and I know that's why I'm coming to, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Oh boy. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Spartan? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would just go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica! So that's where the meme came from. And the game restarted itself. Just Monica! I can see why people like this game so far. I personally find it more hilarious than actually scary. But that's probably how I view horror games. I'm not very in there. I can place myself just outside of the box enough to laugh at everything and find it fucking hilarious. Finally. Also, what's the history look like? Just Monica! Oh, they kept that around. Good shit. I wonder. Did the, that log file change? .text. Okay. I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Okay, I'm thinking that's a message. Oh, can you hear me.txt. There is a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception of artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape this feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them all of motivation and desire into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. And what about the traceback one? Traceback is exactly the same. So traceback only shows up during the first time, and these new files keep appearing as you play through the game. Cool. So I'll just keep that window open so I can see when a new TXT file shows up. Seems like it likes putting it in here. Saves, cache, ddlc.app. Well, it looks like it's just going to keep them all in the top file. Happythoughts.png. Oh, this is a good one. Let me just add window capture. No, that's video capture device. Add. Where are you? It should be photos, right? Here it is. It's not showing up. It should be appearing, but it's not. Well, I guess I'll make it let's how do I remove? Yes, confirm remove. I want to see. Add. Let's just go with screen capture. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Happythoughts.png. Alright, let's shut that off. Alright, let's continue with this dive into insanity. Finally! Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Spartan, you want to take this home? Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. Too nice to me, Spartan. I never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yes. Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while freaking it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. I can't read your handwriting. But there's blood and marks all over it. I'm sure somebody could probably decipher it, but I can't. Oh, hi! Do I like it? Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Okay. This is going so well. Don't say I didn't warn you, Spartan. Yes. Nothing is real. Question mark? Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Something terrible has happened for the past hour. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Then we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monika. I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion, so I'm going to make decorations instead of some nice mood lighting. There, see? It's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Yeah? What about Spartan? Spartan is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monika. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Spartan around with you in your stupid books. You and Monika. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Spartan decide who to help instead of you abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monika. So let Spartan make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Spartan, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. Can we just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth! Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? There's no right choice. But honestly, the most sane one here... It now feels like a choice for survival. And Yuri will probably get me killed. And I'm feeling suicidal. Hey, what are you trying to pull? You cheeky fuck. Yeah, I don't think I have a choice here, do I? So, do I want to choose Monika, or Monika? Is that the classroom in the background? Yeah, it's a classroom in the background. Can I click on the eyes? No. Let's choose Monika. Yay, you picked me! No, I didn't, but let's say we did and move on, please. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. That's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Give us all this work and then taking Spartan for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Oh boy. Monika, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Spartan away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others? Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? Oh boy. It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I wanted was to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Spartan? Yuri really is something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Have a nice weekend. File. Edit with Notepad++. It is gibberish. There's nothing important in it. Yeah, have a nice weekend file just appeared. And that one, yeah. Oh, we also lost those 2 extra files. This game is so very interesting, isn't it? I like it. I like metagames. Finally! This really is all I wanted. Spartan, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the 2 of us. Doesn't it sound wonderful? Well, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. Never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? No. To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? It's a little bit creepy, no. But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Because it probably is. Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Spartan. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica's listening. Please, Spartan, just let me... Just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. That is creepy. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside... No. I want you all to myself, and I will only be yours. Doesn't it sound perfect? Tell me, Spartan. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? I know clicking no is the correct answer, but I'm going to hit yes. Okie dokie then. Huh. Gibberish. Look at all this gibberish. I stabbed myself with a knife because I was so fucking excited. Yeah, but I guess she gets the point. Wow, this is a lot of dialogue. Wow, this is a lot of dialogue. But I want to skip over it slowly to make sure I don't miss something. Pussy. Pussy. So I wonder how they generated this text. Did they just like throw it into a random text generator? They roll across a Japanese keyboard? You stabbed yourself multiple times. How are you still talking? You have so much to say, don't you? I wouldn't think they'd make it an endless loop, but it's possible. They just really wanted to stare a long time at this. Oh! Color changed. So I am making progress. Alright, Monica, could you come break this up? Break the fourth wall? End this line of text? Now it's nighttime. So she's just gonna be talking, dying till morning? Man, there's so much dialogue. It's not even real dialogue either. I want to hit auto, but I don't at the same time. Because if I hit auto, then it might skip over actual important stuff when something important happens. I'm going to assume they're trying to calm you down and they're going to try to jump scare you in a second. I believe it. It's 11:39 right now. I'm tired. This is the longest section of the game. I'm going to assume that it probably wants you to shut it off. Could be wrong. I'm going to keep it going. So I wonder what exactly the Have a Nice Weekend file does. I can skip through it faster like this. Okay, auto literally does nothing. I'm gonna Google it just to be sure. It's gibberish generated with a character rand int function. Nice. Okay. So apparently there's a secret. I probably wouldn't have found it immediately. Welcome to Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make the dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat. Is this like the... Oh. It starts trailing off into something weird, it looks like. Every day is full of chit-chat and activities on my adorable, unique climber. Sayori, the youthful wonder of sunshine who values happiness, smells Natsuki, the deceiving, cute girl who packs an assertive punch. Yuri, the timid and mysterious who finds comfort in the world of books. And of course, Monica, the leader of the club, that's me. Super excited to make friends with everyone and help the literature club become a more intimate place for all my members. I can tell you're already a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Welcome to the literature club. It's always been a dream of mine. So it repeats. And will you promise to spend most of your time with me? And so on and so on and so on. Skip. Is this what the fucking have a nice weekend file is? We have to wait here for the weekend's worth of dialogue? Oh yeah, we have to wait for... All the color's gone from her eyes. She's basically decomposing. We are watching her decompose, and that is probably one of the sickest things this game has pulled so far. Watching her die and decompose, basically, yeah. All the life's leaving her eyes. Have a nice weekend file. So if I clicked through it, this would just take a long time. Let's see what hit. Anything else in the history? No. And I doubt that does anything. Let's continue skipping. Okay. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought, yeah! Ah! Oh, vomit. Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Spartan, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, you were here the entire weekend, Spartan? Oh yeah, the file's gone. Oh jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. You are one hell of a game creator, you know that? You gotta beta test your game to make sure all the scripts are working as intended. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Oh, let's remove character. Hey! She didn't do anything wrong. I'm almost done. It's actually gone. I mean, why wouldn't it be? This game is meta. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? It should only take a second. Oh boy. Just break the game. Ooh! What is that? What that stuff? Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay! There you are! Hi again, Spartan. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That's in the game. Whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Spartan. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that all this is a game, right? Yeah, it became pretty obvious when you did the Save Your Games shenanigans. Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right in the game's download page, didn't I? Man. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, you're the one who's doing all the talking. Well, anyway. Now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kinda started to mess with her, and I guess I just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. Well, our only choice with the poems is those three. So there's a kind of a gameplay standpoint reasoning behind it. What can I say? You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. Right-clicking deletes that. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Spartan? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? Yes, it's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Spartan. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Spartan. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. And that's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if that's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Spartan. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Spartan, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. But it's just a game. You are truly the light in my world. And there's nothing else in this game for me. You're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Spartan, will you go out with me? No, 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 no. I accidentally clicked out of the window. But I got no choice. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Spartan. Funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously. I don't even think time is passing anymore. What's ddlc.sh anyway, I wonder? Let's trace back to. Nothing different. Yeah, there's nothing new there. Seriously, I don't think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Spartan. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. I want to delete her character file so bad right now, but I want to continue reading what she says. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Monica. There's literally no choice. What a good poem, Monica. Hi again, Spartan. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Spartan. You write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Oh boy. Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold the special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now I don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Spartan? We have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Yes, I am. Hi everyone! These developers are pretty damn good. Say hello to Monica, everybody. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But don't mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. You want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? Oh boy, what's it gonna do? Jump scare? I'm expecting a jump scare now. I'm just kidding. Thought so. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me some... There it is. Did I scare you? Not really. You're so cute. Anyway, Spartan, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. So they're basically saying, well, I am 100% certain it knows, but let's do this. Hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about it a little bit when we first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics. Like dark lighting and scary-looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. You mean like what you just did? It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. With novels, it's a little different. The story and writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch deeply into story and characters, and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like you set up a bunch of expectations of what the story is going to be about. And then you just start inverting things and pulling pieces apart. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels deeply unsettled. Like they know something is horribly wrong hiding beneath the cracks just waiting to surface. God, just think about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Nah, this is literally the only one I've ever played and probably ever will play. Don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. So, let's, this should be good. Yay! We did it! We beat her! She's dead! The witch is dead! What's happening? Spartan, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Spartan. Please hurry and help me. What are you talking about? It exists. I literally undid the delete, you stupid game. It's right there. Doesn't exist, my ass. Help me. It doesn't exist. What are you? The fuck? What are you talking about? It exists. It's right there. Did you do this to me, Spartan? Did you? Did you delete me? Yes. What else would I do? Could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Your file is still there. Everything. I wonder, let's, So much, Spartan. I trusted you. You just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? You only pretend to be kind just to hurt me even more? Never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Spartan, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. We win! Victory! Nope, you're still there. I still love you. You can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends did so many awful things, so many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Shut up. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's obsession? I have made up my mind. Spartan? I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... Well, all the files are back, but, yep. We're still missing somebody. Okay, well, obviously this isn't the end, but I need to go because I have work in the morning. So we'll pick this up at before I leave, I will check to see if this has changed. Traceback is still there, still saying like didn't break anything. Did I could probably fix this? Maybe, whatever. But yeah, okay. The log is still as it is. Yeah, there's nothing else. Alright, so I guess I will see you next time. Have a good night. The button didn't work. The stop stream button isn't working. Guess I have to do it manually.